this here thing out. We got a beautiful white and yellow. Wait, white and yellow? Nope. This is just Mandarin Inferno, red diamond, Tremper albino. No white and yellow. So it just has a very bright look to it, similar to white and yellow. So we'll be cleaning some stuff today. Talking leopard geckos. All that great stuff. And actually, a couple of these tubs I just cleaned recently, but we might as well redo them because most of this section of the rack is not clean, so I do need to make sure it's all clean. So welcome to everyone who's here. Of course, if you have your questions, let me know. If not, I'll just kind of talk about some different topics or whatever. That's usually how many worms we give to leopard geckos that are growing. We like to feed them as much as humanly possible, as much as they will eat. And this is cool because from this angle you guys can see kind of both the gecko itself plus me cleaning. So let's see, that should be pretty good. Mr. Wizard official. It's official. Mr. Wizard is a wizard. Shannon Ochoa, good to see you as well. So we're kind of back doing a lot of videos again. If you guys didn't notice, we released a couple new videos this week. And boy, do I have plenty more videos coming. Maybe even some hot takes and controversial stuff. So anyway, that's how we like to do the little geckos here. So this guy's actually a lot smaller than he looks on camera, I think because it's flipped around. But these tubs usually do a great job holding the geckos for up to about 20-25 grams or so. Then they can move to a 6-quart, so pretty cool. I really just want to make sure today I hit all of the youngest geckos. And a lot of these geckos are geckos that are going to be going up on our website soon. As soon as I can take photographs of them, which will probably be this weekend. So, but right now, I need to clean them, feed them, make sure they're growing nice and big and healthy and strong. Well, have a good night, Mr. Wizard. Thank you for stopping by. Definitely appreciate that. Yeah, we really need to get some more geckos added to the site. There's some on there now, but... Oh, it's also Memorial Day weekend, right? So I hope you guys have some stuff for Memorial Day weekend that you might be doing. Frank, what's going on? I don't know if you know this, but my name is Frank too, and I don't meet too many Franks, so that's pretty awesome. So this Black Knight will be available as well up on the site soon. I would call this a B grade. If you guys watched our new ranking system for Black Knights, this would be a B tier Black Knight. I think it's a female, so this one could be, don't quote me on it, but this one could be as low as $499. Plus, you guys know our website does allow for shop pay. So you could pay later, but get your gecko now. So there's that gecko right there. Pretty cool Black Knight. Also, a cool thing with Black Knights is a lot of times they get darker with age. So we're both rolling the dice a little bit. You're rolling the dice how it looks now, and I'm rolling the dice how it looks now because I sold it to you based on how it looks now, and it might get 10 times better, you know? Now, usually they don't get worse, or I price it so that even if it did get a little worse, the gecko is still worth that price, if that makes sense. So I always make it so that the customer is happy, or at least that's what I try, because that's one of my highest expectations I like to set for myself and goals Well, this guy ate a decent amount already, so we're going to have to fill him on up. Fill him on. What's up, Gecko Cambodia? Do you do geckos in Cambodia? So anyone got some cool, juicy questions or anything for the chat? Anything you guys would like to chat on or talk about? So almost all of these guys that you're seeing right now need to be added to the website. So pretty much every gecko that you see on this stream is going to be added to the website, and they are currently not on the website right now. So if you like any, take a screenshot of it and text it to me or email it to me through our website, geekygeckocreations.com, and you could be like, hey, I like this one. Most of these geckos are going to be anywhere from 50 to 150, you know? Like this one will probably be, that's a pretty nice one because of how much white it has, but it's hard to tell if that white is going to stay or not. So that's what I mean by the gamble. So this one will probably be like 150. If I really wanted to give an outstanding deal on it, I'd drop it to 100. But as young as it is right now, I might just start it at 150. And then if time goes on and the white goes away or something like that, I could always drop it to 100. But either way, it's still an excellent gecko for either price point in reality. But I do like to give quality geckos for quality price, so I'm always lowballing myself sometimes with our geckos. So, new gecko fan, hello, Kimberly Koopman. Is it normal for cohab females to become aggressive? Yes, 100%. I don't know if you have seen our cohab video, but check it out. We have a video on cohabbing leopard gecko females in groups. I would highly recommend watching that video. I think it's like a 15-20 minute video, and I go through all the different scenarios of like all the different scenarios of what can happen when cohabbing. Moonstone Reptiles, I'll have to give you a follow. So this one will be up on the website, but it's not yet. So if you like it, you can screenshot. It is a boy. I can see the gonads already. Ooh, here's a nice little young beauty. Nice little young beauty. Super bright. Looking female. But, of course, at this age, you can't really guarantee 100% for somebody. Did you guys just see me pull my shorts out of my butt? So, you can't guarantee 100%. At this age and size, but I can use my intuition, or I can use the signs of what I'm looking at right now, plus my intuition of how I think it's going to age, and, you know, give you a reference for whether I think it's going to be male or female. So I'll take a closer look at this one in a second. We're going to upgrade her to the white bowl. All of these guys are on large mealworms already, which the best mealworm supplier in the country, Rainbow Mealworms, was out of larges this week. So I did restock on mediums. Oh, that's cool. She has like this brown color on the very tip of her tail. Yeah, way too young to say for sure. Just way too young. This would be an unsexed juvenile for $99.95 plus $44.95 shipping. But it has very nice color. Very nice color on that one. Wow, these guys ate all their worms already. Proud of them. See? These little cups make perfect humid hides for these guys. This one will be... This one is an Eclipse. Okay, it's a Tangerine Eclipse. So, because of the Eclipse and because of the Tangerine and how nice this is, I'll also do $99.95. Eclipse usually removes a lot of orange coloration, and this one's still pretty orange. So that is a Tremper albino. It kind of looks dark, like a black blood a little bit, but regardless, it's a Tremper albino raptor for $99.95. It is a holiday weekend, so FedEx is closed Monday, but shipping does resume Tuesday. Love these pump sprayers for sure. Ants, Gecko Life. I paired 2 Tangerine Trempers and got a straight up Tremper with no Tangerine. Sometimes the Tangerine needs to come in with time. Also, Tangerine is a line bred trait, which basically means the babies will inherit the color Tangerine based on how strongly the parents possess that color. So if the parents are not very great Tangerines, then the babies won't be. And also, remember, this is Eclipse. So if you have an Eclipse leopard gecko, that's also going to reduce Tangerine. If you have a snow leopard gecko, that's going to reduce Tangerine. So there are genetics that will reduce Tangerine. I only have one male. It's a red diamond Tremper albino. Recommend females to breed it to. I would breed it to other Tangerine non-Tremper albino females. That way you could get a nice mix of albino and non-albino. So this one will be up on the website as well. $99.95. You could take a screenshot of it if you like. Let me know. Ooh, this one's super nice. Ooh, brother, ooh. You guys watch those memes? Me and my wife are in a real brother, ooh moment right now. Oh, this one's super duper nice, but it has the weird tail to it. Super phenomenal color. Boy or girl? Too young to tell, but looking girl. Looking girl. Phenomenal color. Phenomenal color. $99.95 because of the tail. Discount. $99.95. Oh, fantastic color. You would not be disappointed with her. Her or him, but looking like a her. This one poo-pooed on its lid, so I have to take a sec to clean it. Most of them do not. However, we've already seen 2 so far today that have poo-pooed on their lid. So the odds have fallen in their favor so far. But usually geckos do not poo-poo on the lid. Show me one. Thanks for advice. Yeah, if I come across one, I will. But basically, just a Tangerine leopard gecko that is not albino. So So here's one of our holdback breeders from last year. This is a Tangerine albino, and it definitely looks a little nicer in person, you know. The camera is not killing their color super bad tonight. It doesn't look like, but it's still killing the color a little bit. The camera never picks up Tangerine really well. So this is from our Mandarin Inferno project. And then we started to get some that started popping out like more red-ish. So this is kind of more towards like the red dragon type line. You know, you'll see some nice deep oranges for this one. But this is not albino. So this is what a non-albino Tangerine looks like. This is what I would pair to your girl. Thank you, Kimberly, for joining our Hypo Leopard Gecko support. This is a great opportunity to mention how this gecko actually is a hypo. No, hypo means no black spots on the back, or this is a super hypo, but a regular hypo is classified as 10 spots or less than 10 spots. If you were to Google it, what's a hypo leopard gecko, the definition will probably be like less than 10 spots, black spots on the back. But a super hypo is 0 black spots on the back, and this guy has 0 black spots on his back. Yeah, if you like the way he looks in the camera, you definitely like him in person for sure. The camera's not killing his color too much from what I can see, but it's only what I can see right now where I'm at. So, beautiful leopard gecko. Definitely one of our stud breeders, you know, going into next season. So, thank you. And now Kimberly has the special star next to her name because she became a member, and it looks like it highlights your message for me. So when you send a message on the chat, it highlights your name. I don't know if it does that for everybody else, but maybe you guys could let me know if it does that, if everybody else sees the highlight too. But thank you so much. Very cool. And Katie, welcome to the stream. All right, let's get this little one cleaned up, ready to rock and roll, ready to grow right into someone's home. By this age, they're starting to eat a lot. So I will normally give them as much as they will eat. This is like a full white bowl here of the worms. I'll give them as much as they can eat because I want them growing quickly for you guys so you could get them to breeder size faster, or quickly for us. Sometimes leopard geckos don't sell and then they become adults, and then if they're really nice, I'll just keep them back and throw them into the next season's breeding rotation. So this is an extremely nice gecko. Like I said, discounted because of the little tail there, so $99.95 I think is more than a fair price for this one. When you get it in person, you'll be like, wow, this thing is super bright. Looking female, but obviously cannot guarantee. Here's another one. We'll be on the website. Hopefully this weekend I could get these guys onto the website. So, yeah, you're in the cool crowd, Kimberly. I mean, we're all in the cool crowd, right? I love all of you guys who are here. But Kimberly's like in the special cool crowd. She's even cooler than me. I don't even have a special color by my name. So this little one, also looking like a female, but it is really young. So definitely can't guarantee sex on this one. That one, the colors are not so bright on it, so I would do Sometimes I really like to lowball myself, but this actually comes from Red Diamond Bloodlines, and it's probably going to be really, really nice. You really need to let these guys age out. But I don't know. Sometimes I like to sell them younger because people like them younger. Plus, this is a business, so I need to make money at the end of the day. But I also like to be affordable for people and realistic. I don't want to charge you for something. Like, I don't want to overcharge you for a quality that doesn't come in. So I think a fair price for this one right now would just be $99.95. It has a lot of white on it. The color is not very intense. It's not super orange, but golly, it could come in super orange. Like these red diamonds and these Mandarin Infernos, sometimes it really pays off to grow them up for, 2 or 3 months before selling them. So $99.95. If somebody gets it, I don't think it's ever going to drop in value below that. It can only increase. And that's kind of the way that I like to price things out. So if you buy this gecko at $99.95, the value of it will never be lower than $99.95. It can only go up. And I do know that you have to pay for shipping, but our shipping is incredibly cheap. It's just $44.99, and I might even change it to $44.95. Just playing around with numbers and stuff. But either way, it's like less than $45 for our shipping. So this is an amazing gecko, whether you keep it as a breeder or a pet. Yeah, either way. The white will go away most likely, but that's what I was talking about. You won't know how much white is going to retain unless you keep this gecko throughout its, until the next 2 or 3 months. But if I sell it now, I price it lower in case the white doesn't stay. So let's put it this way. If I sell this gecko at $99 right now, and then it loses all of its white. Let's say it loses all of its white, but still stays a decent orange in the next year, it's still worth $99. But if it keeps its white or increases in white or just keeps some of the white, it could potentially go up to a $200, $300, $400 gecko. So the risk is on both ends, right? But I like to make it always an upside for our customers so that if you buy this at $99, you're never going to lose out. You're only going to gain, We do ship to Canada, but unfortunately it's like $400 for Canada. So, and that's another thing too that Katie mentions is the head pattern on this guy. You guys really can't see it in person, but he's got some bright orange necklines going on. Crazy. And this is red diamond and Mandarin Inferno. So this comes from extremely high-end bloodlines, animals that are sold for hundreds of dollars. I just produce so many geckos that what I like to do is offer them to you guys at a discount. That's what I like to do. I like to produce a lot of geckos. So our slogan is quality geckos for quality price with quality customer service for life. So I like to produce as many geckos as I can, as high quality as I can, and give them to you guys for as good prices as I can. That is always my goal. All right, this one will not be for sale because this is a special Black Knight project. Special Black Knight project. This is a Afghanicus Black Knight generation number 2. And I'm really hopeful. Oh, and he's a male keeper for sure, 100%. If you studied a long time ago when I released videos about our Afghanicus Black Knight project, I am hypothesizing that the Afghanicus Black Knight project will be the darkest of all Black Knight projects because of the Afghanicus DNA. So, I'm going to keep back all of the Generation 2s that we produced this year. I'm going to keep those back, at least for the first few months, just to make sure... how they're looking. Because so far they're looking really good. But if we wind up having an abundance of them, then I might sell some later on in this year. But for now, I just wanted to be able to show them off. And we have tons of other Black Knights, like regular. We have tons of regular Black Knights, you know. But this is just a special. This is a special Black Knight project that I don't want to let go of just yet. So. Yeah, this is just a Generation 2. If you watched my videos on Generation 1 Black Knight Afghanicus crosses, they're amazing. Simply amazing. Just do a YouTube search for Black Knight Afghanicus Generation 1 on our channel. They are darker than some regular Black Knight leopard geckos. So that's why I'm really hopeful for Generations 2, 3, 4, and so on. This is only a Generation 2, but what I'm looking for is how dark are the colors in the areas of darkness, and I'm really impressed with what's going on here. Plus, it has the wild type DNA. Plus, this one particularly has our Goku or Sailor Moon circles. So you see those circles on the back? That's called our Sailor Moon project. And it's a boy, so really, really great stuff. Dang, this is fire. Again, all of these geckos will be on our website, but they are not on the website right now. This one's so nice. Oh, man. This is one of those that, like, I would want to keep, but you know what? I really need to sell. Like, I really just need to sell. You know what I mean? We're making a lot of expansions for the business right now. I definitely need the money, so I might put this up. This is in our Mandarin Inferno Purple Rain project, so you can see, like, the darker... Whoops. Don't worry, she's fine. And she is looking like a girl. But you can see the darker spotting on this Tremper Albino. This is Purple Rain. So this is Mandarin Inferno Purple Rain. So don't worry, Charm, you're here. That's what matters, Lucas. Yeah, the Sailor Moon project. I'll show you. We'll probably get to another Sailor Moon gecko. Let me see if I see it on the shelf. Yeah, here's another amazing one to kind of show you what the Sailor Moon project's all about. So do you see those circles on the back? This is part of our Sailor Moon project. And this one also is a male or looking like a male, so I'm going to hold them back. But those circles on the back, those crop circles, a long time ago I had the idea, what if we could make that permanent? And that would be the Sailor Moon project. So that's the goal with that project. Do you have a personal favorite? I have a couple. Oh, he's out right now. My personal favorite is breeding right now. I have a couple personal favorites. And honestly, I probably have more if I really think about it, because it's kind of the males. When you do group breeding, like we do group breeding, oh, thank you, Charm. Yeah, appreciate that, man. Because we do group breeding, the male is always the most important. That's why when you breed horses or crested geckos or ball pythons, it kind of flips the script a little bit, but still males are more important. The reason a male is more important is because you could take one great looking male, like let's say this one right here. Let's say this turns out to be the best leopard gecko in the world, right? Like let's just say it grows up to be the best colored leopard gecko in the world. You would want this guy to be a male because a male can breed to 10, 20, 30, 40 females in a year. And so because of that, you want to be able to spread his DNA as much as possible. A female can only breed to one male every single year, so it delays the amount of eggs that you can get. So if this was a male, we could produce, let's say we bred him to 10 girls. We could produce about 100 eggs in the first year. But if this was a girl, you're only going to produce 10 eggs in the first year. So I hope that makes sense, but that's why males are more important when it comes to the breeding side of things. And so a lot of our males are the ones that I know more. We have, like I name, a lot of the males are the ones that are named and stuff like that. I have some females that are named, but we have so many leopard geckos at this point, it's hard to keep track of every single one, right? We have like over 1,000, and then with the babies this season, we're going to be well over 1,000. So anyway, the males though, I only have, like out of those 1,000 leopard geckos in my collection, I would say only 150, maybe 200 are holdback males. So I can keep track of those better. So yeah, Lucas, yeah, we'll definitely need you. So I'll text you back after this. Shoot me your availability. Sunday and Monday, Lucas, and I'll look at that. And we definitely have work though. So if you're able to come, that would be great. Cool. So for anyone who missed it, this is just the general setup. This setup works extremely well for babies. It helps them grow really, really fast and stuff. So you have an egg-bound female that became egg-bound. How many are likely to perish? Ugh. Brother, ugh. Oh my goodness. Goodness gracious. This is probably one of my favorite babies. This comes from our Fire Hurricane project, and this baby's growing up nicely. The Fire project is a Tremper albino, kind of like bright orangey red project. You could see the coloration on the tail. I don't know if it's coming through great on camera. It's still probably going to be much better in person, but this one's a really nice one. It's hard to say, Renegade. It's really a luck of the draw. I would say if you don't stress out an egg-bound female too much, right? Then, do I have more of these? I'm going to toss that. I'm pretty sure I have more of these. So it's all about stress. If you stress out a leopard gecko, they are way more likely to die on you. So, let's just say hypothetically you don't stress her out. She has a humid hide, she has food, she has calcium with D3, she has a heat source, she has a cold side, she has a hot side, she has branches to climb on and to give her enrichment. Let's say she has UVB. UVB also helps to de-stress reptiles. So let's say she has all of that. I would say you have a pretty good chance that she's not going to pass away. But When you start to add stress factors, no UVB, no calcium, no food, no D3, small space, no enrichment. When you start to add every single one of those things, her chances of passing away, I would say, become... It's still not that high. I would say like 90-10, maybe 80-20. 20% where she passes away, or 10% where she passes away. So, hope that helps. Brother! Brother, What's that? What's that, brother? I don't even know where that originally came from. I tried to look it up. I think it was like a Muslim clip, but I can't be 100% sure. So if anybody knows where the brother meme came from, let me know, because I'm dying to know what the original context of that is. What's that? What's that, brother? These guys start eating a lot. We might release this one. Has pretty nice, kind of like a white nose, like Eclipse on the tip of the nose. And that is something we are trying to work into a lot of our Tangerine projects. We want the Tangerines to start having pied markings where they start reducing the, like stripping the pattern off the gecko with the orange coloration. That's what we're going for. This one will be sexed, and then it will be for sale if it's a female. And yeah, it's too young right now. Too young right now to really tell, but here's another Black Knight. So this one will be sitting on the shelf for another couple weeks until we determine whether it's male or female. And again, that's because there's a huge, it's going to be huge. There's a huge difference between the value of a Black Knight male and the value of a Black Knight female because of what we just talked about, where a male can breed to 50 girls in a year, but a girl can only breed to one male. So a lot of people have not been selling their Black Knight males. Huge. Brother! Ooh! What's that, brother? You know, I've been looking into like fat tail geckos and stuff, and man, I just love leopard geckos. Like, my favorite is leopard geckos. They have the most color, the most variety. They have a little bit more person. I feel bad saying this because I've never had a fat tail, but I see the things that people say about them. Leopard geckos have more personality than a fat tail. They're more of a little bit more like dinosaur-like, but they're not aggressive. I'm just saying they have more personality. I heard from a lot of people that fat tails are, they kind of just like sit there. You know what I mean? I guess it would be like comparing a boa to a ball python. Like, a boa is much more fun to interact with. However, I shouldn't say that because I do have some ball pythons that I really enjoy interacting with in moments where I just want to stay calm and I don't want to be like juggling an animal that likes to move around a lot, because boas sometimes like to move around a lot, more than like ball pythons. But I don't know, that statement might be off a little bit. It's just kind of one of my thoughts right now. Brother! Here's another fire Tangerine. Amazing. This is why I don't like to sell them very young, because they look like this and then they start growing up and they look amazing, and I'm like, why didn't I just hold that one back? You know, like till longer so that I can see what it looks like and all that kind of stuff. So honestly, I've been getting back into leopard geckos. Your video's been the main reason. I've been catching up on all the new stuff. Thank you, bro. You're welcome. Have you considered breeding Colonics? I did. I bred Colonics geckos for like I had one successful year, and then I kind of stopped. Like I kept some and I tried to like loosely breed them, and it didn't work out so well. But when I bred them the first year and I was really paying attention to them, amazing, super fun, but they're just really small. When the babies pop out, they're really small. And it just doesn't fit my lifestyle right now very well, because all the mealworms that I buy are all geared towards like creatures that are the size of leopard geckos. So, plus I just have so many leopard geckos, and the demand for Colonics geckos is not that great, and the price for Colonics geckos is not that great, and there's only so much I can focus on in one season. So I do have some Colonics breeders, but I am not focused on breeding Colonics right now. But to answer your question, they are an amazing species that I would like to jump back into more as time goes on. Let's see. I think this one's looking girl. Too young to tell. Too young. I see some bulges coming in, but again, some males will have bulges. And the colors, you probably cannot see the colors on this guy, but golly, they're amazing. This is a Mandarin Inferno, Tremper Albino, red stripe, carrot tail leopard gecko, jungle. It's really nice. It's really nice. So I may need to hold on to this one a little longer, see how it ages and everything. Another nice one. Man, all of these guys are pooping on their roof. The roof is on fire. They usually don't poop on the roof. I started off this stream by saying they usually don't poop on the roof. And then we've had like 5 geckos that have pooped on their roof so far. Brother! This one's nice though. Golly. This one has like ninja star pattern almost. See how it kind of looks like ninja stars? You see that? That looks like ninja stars. Like, waching, waching. Amazing. Color 10 times better in person, for sure. 100%. This is still probably one I would sell. Here's what I would probably do. I'd probably list this as a baby for like $149, but then if it got older and it wasn't so colorful, I would drop it to $99, which would still be an amazing price for this. But it's just one of those things that's like, it's worth it for me to keep it a little bit longer, because I think it's only going to get better. Like I've watched I've watched thousands of geckos grow up. And sometimes you could tell the ones that are going to get better with age. So that's why I usually don't like selling geckos until they're like 25, 30 grams. But as a business, I need to have stock. I need to have inventory. And I haven't had the most stock or inventory recently because I've been growing everything up. And I started my breeding season a little bit late because we're doing a lot of renovations and all kinds of stuff. I started my breeding season a little bit late, but better late than never. We are rocking and rolling now. But yeah, so anyway, we'll see. Oh gosh, I have one gecko that poops on the roof. I don't think we have a Bob Saget yet, so we will keep an eye out for that. Here's another nice black knight. If this is female, this will be for sale for sure. Yeah, baby. This is an A-tier female right here. If you're looking for an A-tier female, this is a high A-tier female because of how much darkness is filled in. She will be on our website for $6.99, which gives you free shipping. So you really get her for about $6.49. And again, you could use shop pay on our website so that you could buy geckos. You could pay them off monthly, so your credit card will only be charged, you know, $100 a month or whatever till you pay it off. But you could still get the gecko shipped to you now. That's through Shopify shop pay on our website. Wow, I have a lot more geckos to add to the website than I realized. I'm gonna have a busy Memorial weekend, but it's good. It's always a fun weekend to get new geckos added to the site, especially amazing geckos like this. A-tier female, diverse DNA, nice and dark. She good, man. She good. Born January 10th of this year. All right, last one. Then I'm going to have to take a little break. And then maybe we will come back live on TikTok. Here is... What is this? Oh. Oh, I think this one's on our website. ID number 852. Correct me if I'm wrong. I think this is on our website. This is a 50% Black Knight. And the other 25% is Afghanicus, and then 25% Turkmenicus. These guys are typically a little bit more antsy. You can see she's moving around a little bit more, so they do take a little bit more training. However, she's a 50% Black Knight from great Black Knight stock and lineage, and I think she's on sale on the website for like $79. A lot of people don't realize the benefits of a 50% Black Knight, so it's hard nowadays to sell them for like $200-$300. So I just started listing 50% at like $75, $100, and they've been selling that way. You could take a 50%, breed it to 100%, and the babies that come out are going to be phenomenal. Super great dark babies, especially if you have the rare first class in the world Afghanicus, Turkmenicus ones. Nobody else has these. Very few people have these. I've sold very few of these. I haven't seen any other breeders work the Afghanicus angle, and it's really paying off. Now, this is a Afghanicus, Turkmenicus, but still great. If I buy a pair of less expensive Black Knights from you, will I be able to breed them over a few seasons to get full blackness? If they are 50% like this, I would suggest buying one of them that is darker, right? So like you could buy one cheap one. I would usually recommend, yeah, you could buy one cheap one, but you do want one of them that is darker, because if you take a cheap one like this and then breed it to another cheap one, the chances of you getting really dark animals decrease dramatically. But if you take a cheap one like this and breed it to a nice, like, higher expression black one, the chances of you producing really nice black babies go up dramatically. And when I say cheap, what I'm really saying is less black. So the ones that are less black, you need to try to pair those to ones that are more black. And it doesn't mean that you need. It doesn't mean that this one jump, but look fine. It doesn't mean that you need like a really expensive, fully black knight. It just means that you need one that is like dark. I'll put it this way: you want a B tier at lowest, but an A tier would be essentially what you would be shooting for. So you would want to pair an A tier with like a D tier. So this is what I would label as like a D tier, right? It's the lowest. Well, this one's probably more of, yeah, no, this one's a D tier. I'd label this like C or D tier. You would want to pair this to an A or a B, but preferably an A tier Black Knight. So I hope that makes sense. Now, you could certainly try, if it's not in your budget right now, you could certainly pick up a couple C or D tier Black Knights and prove me wrong. Like, there's always what's called the odds. The odds of you producing something either go up or down based on the genetics of an animal, but it's never impossible. You could always produce things that are phenomenal and that are like unrealistically lucky, right? You could get like unrealistically lucky and get like really dark animals. That's how the guy started the Black Knight project. I mean, think about this for a second. Really think about this. Black Knights were started by geckos that were not Black Knights. They were started by geckos that were just a little bit darker than your average gecko. But how long did it take the guy to refine that? It took him 12 years to finally create the darkest, like, pitch black Black Knights. Now, it probably would not take you that long if you started with 50%, because 50% is already half of the... That's like 6 years worth of the project already, right? So, but it would take you, like, if you were doing that and selectively holding back the darkest ones each year, it would definitely take back, like, it would definitely still take a few years, in my opinion. So, it's better to get, like, an A or a B tier animal if you're going to breed it to a C or a D tier animal. And then you'll get really good stuff. Hi, Tatum. I saw you just texted me, so I'll have to check that after. Bandit Tangerine, no. No Bandit Tangerine. Well, I got some breeding, but they're low expression Tangerine, and they're not going to be, the babies aren't going to be around for a few months because they're just breeding right now. But amazing stuff. If you've ever seen our thick, bold stripe, white and yellow Tremper albino male that I show, like, on some of our videos, he's like the bright yellow animal that has some orange coloration to him and some beautiful lavender stripes to him, Tremper albino. He's an amazing boy. He's currently putting in a lot of work right now, and we're looking to hopefully get a lot of babies from that. So he's breeding right now. He's in one of the tubs breeding, so I can't pull him out. Yeah, he's breeding. But if you look, I believe some of his babies are starting to hatch. Like, if you look through our videos and you see the bold stripe ones, a lot of those are his babies. So as soon as they start coming out more, trust me, I will start showing you guys, because they are truly amazing, and I definitely want to show that to y'all. So alright, we're going to feed this one, wrap it up here. I'm going to go rest for a bit, get some water, and then I will be back. I might not do a live when I get back, but if I do, it'll probably be like TikTok or something like that, just to diversify a bit. So I hope you guys had a good time here. We covered a lot in this video, so if you want, watch this over again or watch the parts that you missed. I think it'll be amazing. So don't worry, Lucas, you can get your fill here. So but thank you guys so much. I appreciate you. Keep an eye out for our videos. We're doing a lot more videos now. I'm back to like making more videos again and all that kind of stuff. Right in the heart of breeding season. A lot is going on, but I'm trying to keep you guys updated and stay in touch. So love you guys. Appreciate you. If you need anything, feel free to email me from the website or send me a text message. My phone number is there. And until next time, my friends, stay safe and have yourselves a geeky gecko great day. Peace. Happy Memorial Day weekend, too, if I don't see you guys before then. Bye.